Ba-da-do-do.
Welcome to the Buckhorn podcast. I'm Martel, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
So I guess we're starting then.
I guess we are.
Let's go.
What's going on?
We are both in fantastic mood.
We are.
This fine morn.
I'm a little tired.
I'm exhausted. And I went to bed earlier last night than I have in months. Had kind of a busy day yesterday and went home, started relaxing, just fell asleep in the recliner and got up and went to bed. I was watching this cartoon called Border Town.
Border Town.
It ran for one season.
I think that's
episodes.
I think that's the reality show going on right now.
Well, it's hilarious because that's exactly what it plays part of. You got two neighbors, this bumbling border patrol agent living next to a family of Mexicans, and all of these stereotypes are in place, and the jokes are hilarious.
And he built a wall.
And no.
Put up a fence?
No.
Dug a ditch?
No.
Ran some drugs?
He did try, well.
Hired a coyote? Killed a coyote?
The guy that smuggles Mexicans in, his name's Coyote. But yeah, it only ran for one season, and I saw it on Hulu or something last night. I was like, I haven't seen this in a couple years, so started watching it and promptly fell asleep.
Nice.
It's a funny cartoon, though.
My leg still hurts.
Yeah, you got issues.
Got sciatic nerve issues.
We got to cut that out. Just cut the whole nerve out.
At this point, I'm willing to take a stabbing to the back of the leg.
I have a knife.
You brought me a knife.
A cleaver.
Yeah.
Just chop the whole leg off.
You brought me that knife.
Leg can't hurt if leg ain't there.
Phantom pains. For a little while.
For a little while, you'll get over it.
Yeah. No, I haven't been doing anything. They rescheduled my back surgery. So for anybody who's following my life, which
the saga of Martel's back.
I know you all are so thrilled with it. So I was supposed to have back surgery on the 5th.
Just pictured Ben Stein reading the most boring tale of you and your back hurting.
Yeah. So it got pushed back to the 23rd.
It was another day. Martel's back still hurt.
His leg hurts.
The surgery had been moved once again.
Yeah, so I got that going on.
That's good. I'm kicked back here like I'm about to fall asleep.
I know you look like you're ready to fall asleep.
This is a recliner. I'd probably be out.
But
fun day. I didn't get my coffee this morning.
You want some?
Nah.
It's a big cup. It's communal.
I like big cups.
Nikki, you do not lie.
Yeah, I wouldn't care to drink after you. That don't bother me.
It doesn't bother me either.
Here's my thing. With friends, family, people I know that are like clean people, I don't mind drinking after. I don't necessarily like the slobber all over your food double dip kind of thing. I'm not going to use somebody else's toothbrush, but in hugging, it's like the close, touchy, feely, the intimate.
Yeah.
People that I know doesn't bother me. I guess this might be a chaps my cheeks. I can't stand when random people I don't know or I'm just acquaintance with run up and want to hug, or I've actually several times had complete strangers walk up, more so in years past because now beards are everywhere. But when beards first started becoming a thing again,
come here, guy, I'm a hugger. They
would say, "Oh my gosh, can I touch your beard or can I feel how soft it is?" And I'm like, "No, that's hair that's attached to my face. Don't touch it."
Pregnant women deal with that shit all the time.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna touch your belly.
Yeah, it's
no,
weird.
Don't touch me.
That's a person that you don't know. Yeah, there's a playing at church. There are people that come up and I'm terrible because I accept friend requests on Facebooks. I never send friend requests out. I just don't.
Me either.
And I accept some because I'm like, well, I do the foraging and all this, and on the podcast, it's nice. The more people that know what I do, the better, I guess, right? So they'll come up and say something, and maybe they comment on something mine or I reply, but I don't really know them. And instinctively, they assume that I know and remember them, and I kind of feel bad sometimes, especially if they're like, yeah, we had a conversation on Facebook like 6 months ago, and I have no recollection.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I play at the church when I'm on stage, so everybody kind of sees that. I don't see every single person goes to that church.
Right.
So it's not a mega church, but I mean, it's a good-sized church. But anyway.
No, I'm with you.
That and the random strangers. Or the people that think... It happens at the gym. The gym's a dirty, sweaty place.
Yeah, it is.
Some people after workout, I do a chest bump, high five, do that like bro, you know.
I do just a little fist bump. That's it.
Well, like you do the guy thing where you do the smack hands, pull it in, one arm around hug, like the quick pat on the back.
Yeah, I don't do that.
No, but I'm saying like with certain
after
people,
a workout,
that wouldn't bother me. With you, JJ, Sean, Jimmy, Brandon, like certain people that I know,
right?
Like a quick hit, get in and out. Other people, I would not want to be near me.
No,
and I'm sure people feel that way about me, especially when I'm dirty and fat and sweaty.
Yeah, I do.
It's just weird. Personal space, man.
Fist bump.
Yeah,
because Brandon or Jimmy will run around the gym. They're like, "Oh yeah, good job." Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, fist bump.
Do the water boy. Slap hands, everybody. Slap hands. Like, that's cool. I can fist bump. I can high five. But, yeah. I've got this. I definitely have that 3-foot bubble. And since I'm a large dude, it's a big bubble.
It's more like 3.5 foot.
Yeah, so, like, from my epicenter, 3.5 foot. Maybe 4 foot. But, yeah, I don't like certain people or random people invading my space.
I'm with you.
How did we even get on this topic? What are we doing here?
It all started with, you want to drink out of my cup of coffee.
Oh,
holy shit, I remembered something.
You did? How in the world?
Oh, the medication must be wearing off finally. Oh, boy.
Let's do drugs.
All right. Now, I'm on a plethora of drugs right now. They issued me another drug for my leg.
Jeez.
Another nerve inhibitor that's not working.
Yeah. Apparently it's not.
No. It only works for about an hour. And
it's
then
just a inhibitor.
It sucks. So, what we got going on today? We got some news.
Yep, got some interesting articles.
Yeah, one of them's kind of freaky deaky. Not in that kind of deaky way either.
If you guys listening, I know you share it on Facebook all the time, but if you see something very odd or very freaky or unique or funny, send it to us.
Yeah, this one story that we have coming up.
We're tired of doing all the work.
It came up in my Google gave me this one. Like, really? It threw me a bone.
What's about time our listeners pitched in? You can send money to
all two of them.
Both of them.
All both of them. And then we got some new Riff Single Barrel bourbon.
Yeah.
Whiskey to give a little taste to. And probably some more chitter chatter.
Let's get at her.
There you go.
Let's hope that new Riff wasn't finished in anything after it became bourbon.
Oh, I think this is.
Otherwise, old Gurgles might his large cranium may explode.
I think it's solely just bourbon. Just bourbon.
It's acceptable then.
It's acceptable. It's young bourbon though. It's not. It's a young age bourbon. I'm trying to find the.
Well, it's got to be 2 to 4 to be bourbon.
They're aged 4 years.
Yep, there you go. You're good.
It's young. It's not like our typical,
Yeah, a lot of us we do.
8 or 9 year.
I did take the Virgil Cane up to a buddy's house yesterday. The ginger infused.
Yeah.
What was left of it. There's enough for a couple pours, and I let the 2 other guys try it. One absolutely loved it, and one was not a fan of the ginger. I said, that's fair.
That's fair.
Ginger, it's more an acquired taste. He liked how sweet it was.
It's sweet. It's sweet.
He liked the sweetness, but he said it might be the ginger. I don't know. I love it.
Yeah.
It's going now.
Well, I still have 4 bottles.
Okay, I'll grab one on the way out.
No. Those are purely old fashions.
Ooh.
They make great old fashions.
Well, yeah.
That's why I bought them.
So, anyway.
All right, break. You got a story.
I do have a story.
Let's do a story. We'll taste some bourbon, and then we'll get into a bourbon-related story.
So, here's my news story. This happened in Clay County, Missouri. Suspect hiding from authorities passes gas so loudly that it gives up hiding spot. So, the funny thing is in the picture...
What county?
Clay County, Missouri.
Missouri, okay.
Missouri. In the picture of the article, it's got two officers with a K9. And I'm sitting here just thinking, even the K9 wasn't finding this guy until he farted. So that that dog was like, got him.
Hey guys, he's over there. Thought he was over here.
Says,
he's over there.
He's over that way. It says authorities in Missouri were able to, quote unquote, sniff out a suspect that was hiding from them after he passed gas. The Clay County Sheriff posted that the suspect passed gas so loudly that it gave up his hiding place. The post said the suspect was wanted for possession of a controlled substance. Probably X-Lax.
That'd be great.
We've got to give props.
It was raw milk.
This is what kills me. The quote, we've got to give props to the Liberty PD for using their senses to sniff him out.
It's all the dog.
And then the Clay County, Missouri Sheriff's Twitter page. If you've got a felony warrant for your arrest, what's it say? Let me open it because it's hilarious. Also on Facebook. Says if they posted, if you've got a felony warrant for your arrest, the cops are looking for you and you pass gas so loudly it gives up your hiding spot, you're definitely having a poop emoji day. That's from the official sheriff's page.
At least those guys have a sense of humor.
So yeah, they got a sense of humor, but I was saying, my favorite part is just thinking of being the thief. Or I guess he's not a thief, but the criminal. And laying there thinking, yeah, they're not finding me. I'm doing good. Uh-oh. There's that White Castle I had last night. I mean, so loud that the cops just were instantly like, got him. It's got to be the worst way to give you. Like, can you imagine going to jail and everybody being like, what happened?
Chuck. Oh, it wasn't me.
Well, you see, what happened was totally dodged the cops. K9 couldn't find me. Crapped my pants.
That's awful. That is awful. All right, so I've got some. I've had this bottle for a little while. I've had a couple pours out of it. This is New Riff. New Riff has been around. They're a newer distillery out of Kentucky. This is their single barrel, and this is a store pick. This is a party source store pick. Ooh, smells so good. Dude, I wish you would have been over here to smell that. The minute it just opened up, it's like...
No, stuff that smells get you caught by the cops.
No. Pour. Okay. So, this is a 4-year-old single barrel. Single barrel meaning it just all came out of one barrel instead of multiple barrels being mixed.
Right.
So, and then the story that I have that goes along with this is not New Riff related, but here's your glass.
Oh.
You're going to have to get up to get it while I go through this. You're going to have to, because I got a story to tell. New story. So, does this bar have the world's largest bourbon collection? So, it starts off with how much is too much bourbon? The answer is never enough. But one Lexington bar has amassed a staggering collection of 916 bottles and counting.
They've almost got as much as you.
Close. I mean, they're catching up.
I'm counting that as a squat, by the way.
That's fine. So the Bluegrass Tavern is an unassuming bourbon bar nestled in Cheapside Pavilion, one of the largest bourbon collections in the country. And has one of the largest bourbon collections in the country.
I'd say so.
Yeah, 916 bottles is a lot. Now, I don't know if that's open bottles or bottles total, or they have like 4 bottles of this and that they're counting that. But they opened in 2007, and the picture that they have in this article is just one wall, and it's nothing but bottles and bottles and bottles of, and I guess there's like a labyrinth in the basement of bottles of bourbon. They've got old bottles that go way back to like Prohibition days.
That's crazy.
So
that'd be impressive to see.
It would be.
Especially the old bottles intrigues me. They've
got a bourbon bar with 916 different bourbons. So that's open bottles then. And then 16 beers on tap and a variety of other spirits. So they're down in in Lexington. If you guys are ever down that way, stop by the Bluegrass Tavern. Check it out. And then let us know what you think.
I may just do that.
Because you're down there quite often. Or in that vicinity. But
close enough. I can make a trip out of it.
So what do you think of that? New Riff.
On the nose, got the caramel. That's about all I can smell. I'm stuffed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got, you can smell the alcohol in it.
Yeah. Well, it's caramel and burn is what I smell.
Yeah. It's 113 proof. It's 53.5.
I'm glad you only poured me a sip of this.
Yeah.
That's rough.
So. Ooh.
I liked it as soon as it first hits the tongue. Good.
Tastes like candy.
Then burn.
Yeah.
That's got some burn to it.
It does.
You can tell it's a high proof.
It tastes like candy. Right off the bat.
Candy and gasoline.
Yeah. Wow. It's pretty strong. I mean, it's got a good burn to it.
That is a strong bourbon. It's not
knock you on your ass.
No.
It's good.
It's not bad.
As you would call it, it's got the good burn.
It does have the good burn. I'm still feeling it in my chest.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's the good burn.
I feel it in my throat.
Yeah, you do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's I'm going to try a little. I took a little baby sip. I'm going to try a little more here.
Mouth noises. Ugh.
I know. I hate mouth noises. That's why I did that.
Ugh.
I wonder if there's like a food tasting podcast where people are just like,
There's a show called Chewing It.
ugh.
And it's from two of the guys from Broken Lizard who did Super Troopers.
Super Trooper, yeah.
It opens up with, they have their whole theme song is like, chewing it, chewing it.
No.
I'm like, ugh, no, done. I'm out.
Nope, I'm out.
And I quit listening to their show because of the theme song.
That's the burn that just keeps on giving. I feel it in my belly now. I literally feel it.
It's the gift that
through
keeps
the chest,
on giving.
all the way to the belly. It slowly goes down.
It's good. It's good stuff.
I mean, I feel like if we turn the lights off and put a big bright light behind me, we could trace the stuff going through my system.
It's not radiation.
Oh. I've just never felt something hit my belly quite like that. Yeah. I'm going to call this one a belly burner.
A belly burner?
This is a belly burner.
All right. I like it.
It's not bad.
It's good. So,
donut-wise, I'm going to give it... What's the cost on that?
Oh, hell, I don't remember. It's probably $49.99.
I'm going to give it 3 donuts.
Okay.
No, you know what? 3.5.
I give it 3.5.
I'll give it 3.5. It's good. I'd probably 3 to 3.5. Yeah, it's right in that range. The price I'm not really fond of for it because in that price range, I just got Angel's Envy.
You basically got like an $80 bottle of Angel's Envy for the price minimum. Of this. Yeah,
that's true. No, I'd say it's a solid 3.5. I don't know that I would or wouldn't buy it. It's not bad.
No, it's really good.
I think a splash of water might be better with it.
Well, you got water sitting there, so
I do, but I don't know if I can pour this.
You can do it. That's enough. Too much.
Calm down, you freak. Don't make me dump a whole giant mason jar of water in this tiny little cup. All right, let's try it now. Now that I peed a little.
Way too much water. A little dabble do.
It was too much water, but that definitely changes it.
Yeah, the water changes.
That tastes more caramely, more candy-like. That's good. Yeah, solid 3.5.
Yeah,
with the water. Yeah, that's not bad. I give it.
It's coming out my nose.
Well done, New Riff.
They did a good job. I want to try their rye. They have a rye that I want to get. Yeah, I've just been slacking because I bought all that Virgil cane.
Yeah, because you came back with a pallet.
Yeah.
From your vacation.
Gigantic box.
But yeah, that's good stuff. Solid 3.5.
So definitely check out New Riff. They're the new kids on the block. And check out the Bluegrass Tavern in Lexington.
We recommend that, not even being there.
All right, so here's the story that we talked about that got a little freaky.
You got the freaky Dutch one, but I have one more funny one.
All right, you do that one, then we'll get into this freaky
that
one.
I think we're going to get into a little more.
Because this one we're going to have to talk about a little longer.
And this is one of those ones I've only read the headline of.
Okay.
13-time felon shoots himself in the testicles, and then drugs fall out of his butt.
What?
That's the official title.
All right, you got to read into that one some more.
So, well, this is like a long article. It said, blah, blah, blah. Typically involves running from police, attempt to hide drugs or weapon. One felon took his desire to hide contraband to a whole other level when, in an effort to hide his firearm, he accidentally shot himself in the testicles. To make matters worse, he then hid drugs in his anus before heading off to the hospital. On April 5th, Cameron Jeffrey Wilson was walking around in his apartment with a pistol in his front pocket. Somehow the pistol was fired while in his pocket. I'm guessing he pulled the trigger.
Right.
Leaving the man reeling in pain as he had just shot himself in the testicles. After being shot, Wilson told his girlfriend to get rid of the firearm as he is a 13-time convicted felon. He was taken to Wenatchee City Hospital in Washington, where he immediately went to surgery. While the 27-year-old was in surgery, doctors discovered a small bag of marijuana had fallen out of Wilson's anus. It's unclear why Wilson brought the drugs with him and didn't just leave them at his apartment. That's even better. He had no reason to put them in his butt and go into surgery.
Maybe he stuffed them up his butt before he went into the hospital.
That's what he did.
Well, no, I'm sure he had them in there before he shot himself in the testicle. Weird. I don't know why he shot myself in the nut. Hey, baby, shove all this marijuana up my butt. Then take me to the hospital.
Shot in the nut, drugs in the butt. That would have been a good headline. He said perhaps he was under the impression the police would search his residence. As if matters couldn't get any worse, doctors called Chelan County authorities and informed them they had a gunshot victim with hidden drugs. They conducted a search of his car where they found more drugs in the bloody pants pocket he was wearing when he accidentally shot. They messed that up.
Okay.
So he had drugs in the car, drugs in his butt, and shot himself in the nut.
We should do an entire show where we rewrite headlines.
I think I'd be a great headline writer. I would love to do this. Like, if I could get paid, if I could make a living just writing headlines.
Be like, like you're shot in the nut, drugs in the butt. Showdown in Toontown. Toontown.
Yeah, that was a good one. He went in front of the judge on June 18th, charged with possession of firearm, unlawful possession of meth, possession of a controlled substance in a correctional facility, and 4 counts of tampering with witnesses. His bail was set to $110,000.
Good Lord.
Yeah, so obviously when I read the headline there, it piqued my attention.
That one would grab my attention. So this one, I think this one's going to top out our show today. So this caught my attention.
Yeah.
I sent it to you before I even read the article.
Headline. I didn't even click on it.
So I only read the headline. Clue. I sent it to you, and then I read the rest of the article. Like Frankenstein, woman's head attached to man's body found laying next to a bucket of human parts in lab. So then I go through and I start reading this. And what this is basically people who had donated their body to science.
Right.
And I'm going to give you the short version, then we'll get into it. People have been, you donate your body to science. They do whatever
with it.
For the most part. There are laws and regulations and things of what they can and can't do. Once you donate your body to science. Like, they can dismember you. They can't sell your bodies on the black market.
Well, legally they can't.
Legally, that's what I'm saying. So, and that's what essentially was happening here.
Yeah.
So the Biological Resource Center in Phoenix.
Better stop. Hey, what's that sound? Heads and bodies getting switched around.
That's exactly what it is, too. So the Biological Resource Center in Phoenix has been raided before. I think earlier or later in this article, it was like 2014.
Okay.
They were raided for selling body parts.
And
And
I feel like you should get shut down then.
right. Well,
You're
now
selling body parts, the end.
now
This happens.
this happens. They're getting raided again after following a bloody paper trail.
But
That was written in the article. That's not mine.
like that bad joke was not mine. I take no credit.
No. So the FBI has raided the facility, and what they found is basically like Frankenstein type shit going on, where they're trying to, attach heads over here and body parts here and rearranging shit. And they found paper trail of organs being sold unethically. And
Why would you keep a paper trail if you're doing things illegally? That's the dumbest thing.
so basically
They're like inventorying everything in the back.
Yep. Whoever
The database of it.
whoever's running the lab is
An idiot.
Yeah. So pools of human blood and bodily fluids are found on the floor of the freezer. There's no identification tags marked on any of the corpses. Coolers filled with male genitalia, buckets of heads, arms, and legs.
Hey, they should send that felon in. He could shoot all the testicles off the wall.
There we go. Oh, and if he can hit all 20 ball sacks, he's
gets a
free and
stuffed
clear.
unicorn.
He's free and clear.
Free and clear.
And a stuffed unicorn.
Oh man.
So they described the site of a small woman's decapitated head, which had been sewn onto the larger male's torso. Say that one 5 times fast.
No.
You can't.
You couldn't say it one time slow.
I couldn't say it reading it. And they said it's like Frankenstein hung up on a wall. So basically they've got this pinned up on a wall.
Why?
This person's body.
Here's what I never get. Well,
So-
no, I guess I do get it. I was going to ask, like,
It's mad
I
science.
have to work for a living to stay alive. I pay for my shelter, I pay for my food, or I hunt and grow my food, I build my like, you have to survive somehow. And I was about to say, how do these people, like, just have time to do this? But then I realized they're selling organs on the black market and making way more than I've ever made.
Not only are that, they're not even dismembering the bodies ethically. They're just using chainsaws.
Is there an ethic way to dismember a body? You're
Yes.
dismembering a body.
Well, there's surgical tactics that should be used when doing it. You just
they
don't
don't-
break out the chainsaw and like,
My dad always told me, work smarter, not harder.
that's if you're killing somebody. These people are already dead.
No, my dad never said that I was killing everybody. Calm down, FBI guy that's listening to us.
Poke holes
My
in the
dad
body
has
too
never
before you
told
throw
me
them
that.
in the lake. The going rate for a head was said to be $500. The arms for $750, and the
Wait,
whole
hold on.
body
Who buys
could
just
fetch
an
up
arm?
to $5,000.
Then sell the body whole.
I ain't
It's
make,
like a vehicle.
this is black
You're not going
market
to get
stuff.
as much parting it out.
So
It's like, man, I really want to be able to throw a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. I need to buy a bigger arm. And you just
I
see
don't
some
know
people
that it's
walk
going to
around.
work that way. But
No, it's not going to work that way, obviously. But why would somebody be like, hey, y'all got any left arms laying around? I got $500.
I got to beat somebody with it.
What-
I
what
want
are
to
you
reach
gonna
out
do
and
with
touch
it?
someone.
You know what's happening? Folks in Arizona have the coolest haunted houses and decorations come Halloween.
What did you hear about? I don't know. I don't remember where it was, but the dead body, it was propped up on the porch during Halloween.
That's some Weekend at Bernie's crap.
It was
Was he
someone was
dancing with,
shot. No, someone was shot, and they
They just propped him up.
just propped him up on a porch.
It's like that old country song. It
was like last
me
year.
up beside the jukebox if I die.
Yeah,
It's like, hey, prop me up with the other Halloween decorations if I die.
but we were talking about something similar to this at work the other day because of my back. I said, just
Cut out your spine and give you a new one?
no, I don't want to wait till the 5th or the 23rd. Just, let's go find a back alley and I'll just wake up in a bathtub missing my spleen and a note that says dial 911 and my back will be fixed too.
Yeah, I don't think they care about fixing your back.
Probably
That's
not.
how they get you.
Right.
They say, we'll fix your back, and you just wake up missing your testicles and you got weed in your butt.
Right. And a note that says dial 911 now.
Oh, 911, there's a balloon in your butt. Oh, man. I just don't get but
But
So as what I would consider, through all my talk and BS, a morally ethical human being, I have no desire to take two dead bodies and swap the heads on them.
no. But
I don't see the appeal of it.
Well, I don't either, and that's what this whole thing is.
I mean, I've raised and butchered animals. I've hunted and cleaned animals.
You mean you never took the deer head off of
I've
one
never
of your
been like,
deers
well, I
and
killed a
put it on
rabbit
your
and I killed a
pig body?
squirrel. Let's swap their heads and just see what happens.
That's how you get the jackalope. You
But they're
put
not
the
going to
deer
come back
antlers
to life.
on the head.
It's just, that's a lot of work for no payout. It'd be different if the big, brawny, like, I'm picturing like Booker T. Washington, the WWE wrestler. It was like 6'8", big old black dude.
Yeah.
And then like Chelsea Handler's head, like a little white blonde girl head. And then she comes back with all her rage about social injustices, but has this massive, strong body and just goes on a rampage. That would be phenomenal. But that's not going to happen. Give me like Andre the Giant's body and AOC's head.
No.
She would be tearing down walls everywhere, but it would be so entertaining.
Andre the Giant's body and then like a little baby's head.
That'd be terrifying.
Right?
Because Judd right now just like tries to break stuff, and if he had Andre the Giant's power,
right, destroy.
I'd have to kill my kid, or at least his head.
Well,
like
at least
that would be terrifying. If we put Judd's head on Andre the Giant, he wouldn't be pulling himself up on our coffee table. He would be like bench pressing our coffee table and throwing it across the house.
He'd be climbing up onto your roof of your house.
He pulls my beard for fun. I would have no beard hair left.
Right.
He would full on King Kong smash everything in his path.
My
Terrifying.
gigantic coffee mug would be a normal coffee mug.
Look, all I'm saying is now I understand and I want to try it. So let's find a giant male body that's super strong and lop its head off and throw on a baby head.
And put Randy's head on it because science.
I'd still sit around and get the body fat eventually.
Well.
Because lazy.
Right.
I mean, I've already got a giant body, just not a very strong one. I'm just fat.
Well, you can fix that.
Yeah. Get a new body, put my head on it.
No.
It's easy. All I got to do is go to
Start
Phoenix.
working out.
$200, I'm in Phoenix. Hey, put my head on another body.
I don't think this laboratory is open anymore.
I'm sure
Laboratory.
There's probably one in Bangladesh that is.
This laboratory.
I'm sure I can get on the dark web and find something.
Yeah.
We can do an episode on the dark web. I've listened to a few podcasts on it, and it's terrifying.
Silk Road.
It's terrifying. Yeah. Swapping body. I didn't know you'd get $500 for an arm. Now I'm sitting here wondering how much I need my left arm.
You don't need it.
I mean, I'm using it currently because I could just as easily hold a glass with my right hand.
Yeah, just move into another chair.
Or put the table on this. I can sit on these CDs.
Yeah, that's CD. That's my CD stand.
Your CD collection from 1994. I still have two of them, and I have listened to them all the way through. TLC
Haven't or
and
have?
Radiohead. I have.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. I love it. There's nothing like seeing a big, sweaty, bearded dude driving a transit van going down the road.
Singing Waterfalls?
Singing Waterfalls at the top of his lungs, swinging his hands in the air.
Like he just don't care?
Catch me at a stoplight, sweat dripping off the beard, tears running out of my eyes. Don't go chasing waterfalls. And if you can't relate to that, then I don't even want to be friends with you.
I can't relate with that.
Well, we're not friends.
Okay.
We're partners.
Is that any better?
Partners is a funny word because you never know what it means.
Right.
Like if you see two people and you don't know who they are.
That's my partner over there.
Two guys, guy and girl, two girls don't matter. They say we're partners. Do you mean domestic partners? Like we don't believe in marriage, but we're pretty much married? Do you mean business partners? Like we co-own a business? Do you mean partners in tennis or volleyball? Is it a sports thing? You never know.
We play with each other.
Play with each other with the balls.
Yeah.
Till they get shot off. Then we put weed up our butts.
Right. Oh, this show's tragic.
But the intuition's magic. Me, Virginia. This is a bad show.
This is.
That's what happens when we try too hard too early.
It's what happens when we record on a Tuesday and then again on a Saturday.
I shouldn't say we're trying hard. Because we're not trying anything right now.
No, we're not trying it.
At all.
No.
Just because I got the weeds up my butt.
I was trying to find another. Oh, so do you know who John McAfee is?
No, I don't.
Or John McAfee, as most people would know.
Well, I know the McAfee virus crap that always pops up, and I'm like, no, you suck, go away.
That's him.
Okay, then
he's the owner of...
We're BFFs.
Of the McAfee Corporation. So he just got out of jail in...
He was in jail?
Yeah. In Aruba. Or the Bahamas, I think. It was the Bahamas. So he was in jail in the Bahamas.
Norton must have made sure that prison was secure because he couldn't break out.
Well, no, he got out. So apparently there's like a worldwide manhunt for John McAfee, or McAfee, or however you say his last name. And he is out to expose the corruption of the Bohemian people
Rhapsody.
In the Bahamas. And it's been quite a whirlwind of him tweeting about...
So he's tweeting and nobody can find him?
Oh, no. He's in international waters at this point. So it's a little harder to get a hold of somebody when they're in the middle of the ocean. Uncharted territory. Let me see if I can find... I need to be able to find his tweets again. John McAfee. So he's huge into cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and stuff like that. But he had tweeted out photos from the jail cell that he was in. And then what else did he do? He was detained in the Dominican Republic.
What?
From his yacht. Like his yacht was boarded before he ever got a chance to get into customs to declare like firearms and stuff like that. Then he was thrown in jail for like a month for not declaring firearms by customs. So now he's out and he's running for president in 2020 and he's running for prime minister simultaneously in the UK.
What in the world is this dude on?
Oh, he is...
He put the drugs up his butt and forgot him there and absorbed them all.
He is something magical. So here's his tweet. Can a person run for and be president of the United States and prime minister of Great Britain simultaneously? Yes, absolutely, without a question. But I believe I'm one of the few people still alive who could qualify for the combined position.
I don't think that's how it works.
He's American born, so he can run for president, and I don't know what the qualifications are to be prime minister.
I think you just have to sip tea at 3 p.m. every day.
I like tea.
You know, over there, they think it's weird that we have cold sweet tea.
Yes.
I work
with
really, really angry about their tea, which is probably why they got so pissed when we threw it in the harbor.
Yeah.
It was always like growing up, I was like, big deal. There's some like Lipton in the harbor. But then as I got older, I was like, oh... Yeah. They don't even care about taxes. They got really angry. They lost all that tea.
They lost all that tea. Yeah, so he's been on this whirlwind. So if anybody wants to follow him, check him out on Twitter. I'm not going to go through and read all his stuff. It's at official McAfee or McAfee on Twitter. Now I work with a guy who is British, who lives in Belgium. And every time if we go out to lunch, I order sweet tea just to drive him nuts. He's like, that's not tea. That's garbage you're drinking. And then I drink it with my pinky up.
Pinky's up.
Just to rub it in.
Because they're weird like that.
Yep.
I like sweet tea. I like peach tea.
Yeah, I used to. No, I just like everything unflavored and nasty.
I don't drink a lot of tea, though.
Like my coffee.
Yeah, coffee was intended to be black.
Yeah.
By the good Lord in heaven above. That's
Or
how you know
Satan.
you're not racist. Yeah, I feel like Satan wants you to have a PSO.
No.
Yeah, I really do. I feel like
that's millennials and hipsters. They're ruining everything.
Same thing to me.
No.
They're the devil.
No.
Mama said so.
No. I don't believe that. I can't believe that.
That's fine.
I know.
You're allowed to have your beliefs and be wrong.
No. Your opinions aren't facts.
But your facts aren't opinions.
Right.
Yeah, so take that.
Yeah. Up your butt with drugs.
Again?
Yeah. You got a lot of butt.
Shoot my balls on, too. Baby got back. Oh, man. So what we got coming up? We need to get some more guests on the show.
We got nothing coming up.
Us two, we have a good time. But when it's a menage a trois, we have a great time.
We have a better time.
We really do.
We need to schedule, like, just a bourbon tasting. Where we can just record out on the deck.
It'll have to be cool out. We'll have to start early so we have plenty of time to chill.
And we'll just invite a few people over, and we'll just record a show then.
We could do that. We need to get my buddy Otero on here.
And we'll just...
He'd be a fun
Everybody
one to have.
has to bring a bottle of bourbon, though.
Otero's very opinionated, and I love it.
That's fine.
We'll get him. We need to get Jay on here. Jay is one of the funniest guys I know. He's not as funny as me, though.
Well, we'll have to get Mo. Mo wants to come out.
Dude, get Mo out here. Let's go.
We'll see
Let's
if,
Mo.
We'll see if Brody will come out.
Bring him.
And then, we'll just bring OMR out. We'll just bring the whole show out.
Do it.
We'll just bring one more rep podcast out, and we'll do a swap cast.
We will.
It will be
swap
nowhere near fitness related.
No, we'll swap our junk with their junk.
Just like we did
With
with
a big old junk mashup.
with the boys over at Kamiwaza.
That was a fun one.
That was.
They're doing good things.
They are. They're doing much
They're
better things
inspirational.
than we are.
We don't care if your life is good or bad.
I would like us to inspire you to put us on in the background and play it, and maybe we
Or
pique
put us
your
up
interest.
your butt. You know?
No, don't put me up your butt.
Whatever. I won't judge.
Randy wants you to put him up your butt.
I'm just saying I'm not going to judge what other people do as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else.
I'm not going to judge. I just
If you're
don't
one of
want
the smart speakers and you want to crank us up and listen to us how you want to. That's up to you.
rectal vibrations.
I'm picking up rectal vibrations.
There we go. There's another little bit we can do. I'll just throw
I think
out
I've referenced
random.
like 7 songs right now.
I will throw out random words, and you have to make up a song, parody song to it.
I've done that before. I've actually
You've done it at least 3 times today.
I did a song called Austin's Wee to Let It Be by the Beatles when the Wii first came out. And it was humorous.
This is an interesting show.
Well, that's what happens. You get the good, you get the bad.
No, that's what happens when the
drugs up your butt until you're sad.
shows
Facts
are
of life. The facts of life.
wow. Shows are completely unplanned and unscripted.
Unplanned, unscripted. If you have something you want us to talk about, hit us up, buckhornpodcast@gmail.com. Hit us up on Facebook.
Twitter.
I don't check Twitter, Instagram. You do that.
I have Twitter. I haven't posted anything on Instagram in a while.
I noticed that. You should.
I haven't posted anything on my own Instagram for a while.
You just did last week.
I know. That's the first time in 3 weeks, I think, or 2 weeks. So it'd been a minute since I posted anything. Yeah. So.
Well, check out. Are we done?
I think so.
Yeah,
This will
we're
be a
done.
shorter episode today.
We're tired.
I'm tired.
Martel's butt hurts.
Nah. Yeah. Kinda.
He needs a massage. If you want to massage Martel's butt, email us at the Buckhorn Podcast at gmail.com.
Not just Buckhorn.
At Buckhorn Podcast. Oh, I'm
Just-
glad you corrected me so nobody that wants to rub your butt sends email the wrong one.
They'll send an email to the wrong email address. It's buckhornpodcast@gmail.com.
Butthorn?
Buckhorn.
Buckhorn Podcast.
Buttcorn. 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 That's how my 6-year-old pronounces it. Okay, I want to be on the Buttcorn podcast.
We should have her on here.
I've told her.
Where's
but
she at? Bring her on.
She's sleeping.
Wake her. Oh. Should wake her with, hit her in the forehead with the mic, thump, start talking. Be funny.
Yeah. She'll be,
Hopefully we
get
entertain
out of
you.
here.
Hopefully you either laugh or think or are inspired by something we've said or done. And if not, we don't care.
We do.
I don't. I really don't.
Sometimes.
Yesterday,
Anyway.
my buddy asked me, said, how's the podcast going? You guys getting traction? I went, I don't know. And he goes, you don't track? I said, like, no.
No.
He's like, so you just do it for fun? I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
I said, if 2 people listen or 200 listen, cool.
That's good.
We're just here to be dudes and put drugs up our butt and sing show tunes.
Hang out and talk. Bring other people in to sit and be playfully racist with.
That's right. Or racistfully playful. Racistly.
It was good seeing JJ, though.
It was.
I hadn't seen him in a while.
It's been a long time. He's heading back to Florida right now.
Poor guy.
Leaving on a jet plane.
That's not a parody.
I didn't say it was.
Oh, okay. All right. That's it. That's the show.
I wonder if he had to sit in the back.
They probably put him in a booster seat.
Playfully Racist segment on Buttcorn Podcast. Thanks for listening.
Hit him up with 2 of them.
All right.
Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and the Twitters.
Google Tweetstagram.
You can shoot us an email at buckhornpodcast@gmail.com. I was thinking buttcorn.
Buttcorn.
buckhornpodcast@gmail.com. I'm Martel. He's Randy. We're out.
Peace.
Pinkies up.